Good morning, people. How are you doing? I am Scott. That is Bo, and there is no co-pilot in the co-pilot seat that I know of. Today is the first day of December 2022. It has been a couple of minutes since my last video. And I bet you're wondering why. The answer is because of my leg. It still hasn't healed. I've got to go to the doctor tomorrow anyway. I was hoping to kill two birds with one stone rather than make two fucking lift trips back and forth to the damn doctor. But I think I'm going to have to go today because of the situation with my leg. It's the leg that has been has blood clots in it, and of course his circulation is bad. So I take a bunch of blood thinners, so it's not healing and it's infected. So I know it's terrible, but an infection like this makes you tired, and my leg hurts, and I shouldn't be sitting like this I need to prop it up. Anyway, so that's what's happening with that. I wanted to say really quickly, people recall where I had criticized fake alt-left, like Jimmy Dore, others, for doing interviews on Tucker Carlson's show, trying to expand their reach to his audience. And that's really where the problem is, where the problem lies. Someone like Whitney doing an interview with Glenn Beck. It's not so much that it's the individual you're talking to, it's that you're seeking that audience, and in seeking that audience, some people would be willing, I suggested, to start changing their message. Now, Whitney certainly hasn't displayed any tendencies like that. And in full disclosure, Whitney and I are, I think, going to do an interview first week in January if she has a time slot available on there. We're in communication, so that's cool. However, Jimmy Dore isn't a researcher. He isn't a fucking journalist. He's just a celebrity, a wannabe fucking PM mainstream media talk show host who will do whatever he can to keep lining his pockets with money. And this is the manifestation of that. Look at this last couple of videos. He's all about demonizing China for its COVID policies. This, of course, he's parroting from fucking Tucker Carlson. He's talking about China being he called it a communist, authoritarian, fascist regime in this video. Talking about how unhinged the pro-lockdown people are, because the pro-lockdown people, according to him, are the ones who do not support the glorious regime change, Hong Kong-esque terrorists trying to bring about a regime change in a country that just settled again their fucking issue of who's going to be running their country for the next 5 years. And yes, it's Xi Jinping. Let me give you a hint right off the bat. If you're looking for news from somebody who doesn't even know how to pronounce the name of the world leader that he's talking about, you could probably turn it off right then and there. Because that's what he does in this video right here. But you see, he's got plenty of others to talk about. the demonization of China. He does mention one thing that I think is interesting. Liberal hypocrites now oppose lockdown in China. He's calling them out for being hypocrites for that, but he's not calling them out for opposing lockdowns in the first place. And he's not calling them out for supporting our regime change assets, NGOs, who are dancing around filming scenes of themselves attacking healthcare workers, like the Hong Kong terrorists did, attacking elderly people and couples trying to walk home, making videos, posting the videos as if that's some kind of revolution. I'll talk more about that maybe when I get back from the doctor, if I get back from the doctor Friday. My leg is really swollen, so typically in a situation like this, if there's anybody else, if it was you and your leg was just swollen and you had a history of DVTs, you'd already be in the hospital. And that doesn't mean I'm special. That means it's just kind of par for the course for me. And of course, the infection makes it a little more problematic. But we'll see. So they might ask me to go and do a sonogram tomorrow. Not having a vehicle, that becomes an issue. So it might be an all-day thing tomorrow. And if there is anything, they'll probably want to put me in the hospital in order so that they can maintain better control of it. You know, I remember when I knew after my second pulmonary embolism, they gave me something called Luvenox. Luvenox is what they give in the hospital when somebody has blood clot and they need to break it up extremely quickly. It's very dangerous shit. They gave me a prescription for Luvenox, and I was at home taking shots of this stuff. This is a hardcore blood thinner. I was at home taking shots of this stuff. And I believe this is around the time that I was still trying to work. So I was taking shots of this stuff in the morning and going out and and building sets for Hollowscreen. I just remembered that shit. It's funny. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and I will talk about when I get back, I'll talk about this and I'll do a video on this. It's been a while since I talked about the the Greater Kurdistan Project. Turns out that Turkey has decided they are going to launch a ground assault. According to this, I have to do some more research into it. It's from RIA Novosti. I'm going to do some more research into it, but it turns out that Erdogan has decided they don't like the idea of Iraqi Kurdistan and Rojava, Syrian Kurdistan, existing, because they know what it means. It's all pointless until they get that Turkish Kurdistan and Iranian Kurdistan and put it all together to make Greater Kurdistan. And so they've already launched a bit of an aerial assault on Iraqi Kurdistan. And this is all just going under the fucking radar. No one's really talking about it. And now they're going to they're going to launch a ground assault into occupied Syria. No, not Golan, but eastern Syria. You know, where all that oil is. Where the United States is stealing all the oil and energy resources from the people of Syria. They're going to launch a ground assault targeting the Kurds in occupied Syria. And Russia doesn't seem to have a problem with it. That's an interesting development, to say the least. And I will be looking into that as soon as I get back. Again, I apologize. Had I known that bumping into the fucking coffee table would... God, I'm so frail, I guess. It just happens to be that one fucking calf, that one fucking leg right there. So fucking frail, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if that's what took me out? Whatever happened to that Scott Creighton guy? He bumped his leg on his coffee table. Oh my God. What a way to go. Anyway, if you guys are concerned about me, people are sending me emails again. Thank you so much. I'll be okay. I'm fine. I'm just going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and go to the doctor today. And get my PTR done today. So, hopefully I'm back and we are doing videos again first thing tomorrow. Okay? I thank you for your time, and I will talk to you later. Bo says bye.